Now, obviously, I'm not involved in that, but I would say this, that if they had a problem, and these are mostly people from the previous administration, you understand, so they weren't going to be there anyway. They were going to all be gone or dismissed. If not, they know on Tuesday they're all being dismissed. You know, the whole country is being, because what you do is you come in and you put new people in. So when you say resign, they're going to be gone anyway. But I know nothing about the individual case. I know that they didn't feel it was much of a case. They also felt that it was unfair with the election. Look, I would know that better than anybody because I was weaponized more than any human being in the history probably of the world.
President Trump's remarks about the DOJ filing a motion to dismiss its corruption case against New York City Mayor Eric Adams. Now, Trump had noted a connection between his cases and Mayor Adams' legal troubles, citing the weaponization of the justice system. There had been some speculation that the charges against Adams were politically motivated by the Biden administration as a result of Adams criticizing its immigration policies.
And the president also pointing out prosecutors resigning from their duties as a result of the case being dropped. So far, 7 prosecutors have left their positions behind, but Trump says that they were going to get the boot anyway, since they were part of the old regime, essentially. The events surrounding this case have come full circle since the investigation into Adams originally started back in 2019 by Trump in his first term, but again continues on here and ultimately to be dismissed. Judge Andrew Napolitano is here, a senior judicial analyst for us here. Thoughts on the president's remarks, Eric Adams, his future?
I think the president was commenting about serious civil service full-time prosecutors and not political appointees. Yeah. Those are at least the people that resigned. So here's what happened. The number 2 person in the DOJ directed the local prosecutors here in Manhattan, known as the Southern District of New York, to move to dismiss the case. They all declined to do so, believing that this is an improper agreement between Mayor Adams, we'll dismiss the case, and the Justice Department. If you comply with ICE, he should comply with ICE anyway. If you comply with ICE in its efforts to find illegal immigrants here in the city, can the DOJ on its own dismiss the case? No. It has to file a motion and ask a federal judge to. So the number 2 person in the Justice Department, Emil Beauvais, kept asking people to file the motion. They all said, no, we're resigning, no, we're resigning. 7 resigned. They finally found somebody who signed it. Mr. Beauvais signed it as well. It now sits on the desk of a federal judge in Lower Manhattan who has to decide what to do. I don't think he's going to do this. I think he's going to hold a hearing with everybody involved. When you have prosecutors saying this is an improper deal, I witnessed the deal and I refuse to participate in it, that is effectively a bribe to the mayor. You comply with what we need you to do and we won't prosecute you. And it's not a permanent dismissal, it's a putting it on the shelf to see if the mayor complies. Doesn't look very good, and I can understand why these lawyers resigned.
Well, there's another twist in the case. We're learning one of the mayor's former aides, Mohammed Bahi, had pleaded guilty in the case and had agreed to testify against Mayor Adams, pleading guilty to 1 count of conspiracy to defraud the government for allegedly skirting campaign finance laws during Adams' initial run to become mayor of New York City. What do you make of this, Judge?
Well, I'm not in favor of the government doing to this person what they did to Mayor Adams, which is testify for us and we'll go easy on you. But he is prepared to testify against the mayor. I don't know if he's testified before a grand jury, but if there were to be a criminal trial, he was going to be one of the government's chief witnesses. That's the way the feds operate. When they have a big fish, they indict a bunch of smaller fishes around him and then cut deals with the smaller fishes to testify against the big fish. This guy's one of the smaller fishes.